All right, in this video, I'll give my thoughts about the H-1B visa for Indians, especially now that Donald Trump has come in power and Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, they seem to be harping about they need more Indians, which is causing a massive backlash because MAGNA, that is Make America Great Again, is primarily focused on giving Americans jobs and employing more Americans. So it doesn't make sense why they're employing more Indians. Okay. But I will give you my thoughts. I'll try to read in between the lines. I'll give you my thoughts and feel free to let me know what are your thoughts as well. And if you feel I'm wrong, feel free to comment down below. Because remember, I'm not an expert on everything. Just like many of you, I also do my research online. So this is my understanding. Plus, I've spoken to a couple of Indians who are based in US, Canada, these places. I wanted their input. So I made my notes. I'll share them with you. You let me know. What do you think? Okay. So what is the H-1B visa? It's a work visa that allows professionals like IT engineers, doctors, researchers from India to work in USA. It's more like, when you want to go to the Middle East, say UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi, Oman, you are given a work visa. So here they call it the H-1B visa. The only difference between what is being offered in the Middle East versus what is being offered in United States is there is a chance. It's a long shot where you can become, let's say, you can get a green card and permanent residency. However, in Middle East countries, you cannot get, there's no such thing as a green card. There's no such thing as permanent residency. There is always, you purchase a new visa. That means they want you to spend money and buy the visa. And yes, there's always hope for Indians who go to USA to one day become American citizens. In the Middle East, you can never become an American citizen. And the only other difference which I see between the H-1B visa for Indians versus the visa for people in the Middle East is the taxes are much more less, hardly anything in the Middle East, while the taxes in USA are quite high. Well, there you can reason out and say that USA offers you benefits, Dubai doesn't offer you benefits, or Middle East, and there are indirect taxes. Okay, so now the H-1B visa for Indians, what are the benefits for Indians and Americans? Indians, the most explicit one is you'll get a very big package compared to that of India. They offer you much more higher salaries. And I know this for a fact because many Indians who decide to leave United States or are looking for jobs in Canada, Australia, or other parts from USA, they ask for very big packages when they get in touch with me online for a personal branding session. An Indian based in India versus an Indian based in US, the salaries are minimum at least 10 times more. And I am kind of, you could say, impressed with their articulation, with their confidence, with the way they carry themselves. Sometimes it's a little bit borderline arrogance. They want the sun, moon, and stars compared to an Indian. But you can clearly make out the difference in the quality through the experience they have in USA versus some IT guy or engineer or doctor based in India. That's number one. Number two is the career growth in the United States is far more prominent. Even the people who have been to Canada, old clients of mine, they have climbed the corporate ladder through merit. It is not handouts. They climb much more faster. And one of the reasons I believe is also because the population in India, kind of like clannish behavior of Indians, the crab kind of mentality and the unprofessional nature. There's a lot of politics in India. Okay. Family benefits, the spouses of H-4 visa holders and H-1B visa, the H-4 visa holders, sorry. They can work, the children can have access to better education. So there are a couple of perks and benefits. And when you're in a multinational or that also global environment, the real life education is much more better. And then obviously the biggest benefit that they're looking for is the path to the green card or the permanent residency. The drawback here is you'll have to wait a very long time, and sometimes your time might run out and you'll have to go back to India, which then leaves you in no man's land. For Americans, it kind of fills in the slot where there is missing talent or highly skilled workers. They do contribute taxes to the US economy, which is a substantial amount, and it promotes, like they say, cultural diversity. Now, what are the drawbacks? The bad one is you are tied to your employer, you're under his mercy, which I don't think is a very bad thing. I don't think the employers are inhumane like that or as bad as some other Middle East countries. Also, you cannot switch jobs. I'm not sure whether you have to take permission or what is the legal process of doing that. Visa renewals are uncertain. Green card, the wait times are stressful, and it's worse when finally you lose your job and then your green card dreams are gone. Family challenges, if a child loses, if let's say you lose your visa, then the child is nowhere. And children, when they turn 21, they don't get any of these perks and benefits, so they'll have to figure out a way for their future. For Americans, the drawback of having many Indians come there is they claim that our jobs are being taken instead of giving Americans, which is kind of true. And some people, I know this personally, some of the employers take advantage of their employees. Now, what is the worst part? The ugly side is India loses some of its very best talent, which I believe you can't help it because you either pay good salaries and give them jobs or they will leave. The stressful process of green card and waiting times for the visa, it can really impact your health, mental and emotional, stability and security. The waiting times are very bad. The slots for the visas are unbelievably, not many people can handle that. And especially the children of H-1B holders, they can lose dependency before they get the green card. Okay. Now, for Americans, this has become a thorn in the backside of politicians. At least they make it one. And then there is always, which side does the public go? Because right now, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Vivek are facing a backlash. Because why are you promoting Indians? Why not Americans? And yes, the exploitation of workers. Now, I did research on, as of January 2024, 2025, there wasn't any specific data. I don't know why they don't have data, or maybe they are not ready to provide it. But the highest portion of H-1B visas are occupied by Indians. They have a very strong presence there. And the biggest surprise is 65,000 H-1B visas for the year have already been reached. So now the question is, are they going to increase the quota? Then in order to get the H-1B visa and the working visa, you need to have a strong bachelor's degree or work experience that is pretty, rigid. And then it seems that now they are making the application process not so easy, but Donald Trump claims with Elon Musk they're going to make it easy. And the initial duration is 3 years, maximum is 6 years. The question is, after that gets over, what do you do? And almost everybody who takes on this visa, they want a permanent residency. So that is the data that I've reached. Now comes my opinion. What do I think? Do I think this is good? Do I think this is bad? Here's my answer. Let me just drink a sip of, here's my soda. It's finished. Sorry, here it is. Let me drink a sip. See, Whether it benefits United States or India, or it does not so good for India or US, I'm of the opinion that you need to take care of yourself. You need to watch your back. You need to protect yourself, your family, your mother, your father, your daughter, your son, your spouse. Nobody's going to do that. Modi is not going to do that. Donald Trump is not going to do that. So, first and foremost, you need to take care of yourself. The second thing is, nothing in life comes so easy. Even these people who have this visa, H-1B, yeah, even those people who have this H-1B visa, it is not free handouts. You have to earn it. You have to study hard. You have to get good marks, or you have to understand the product or service. You need to go through the interview process. You need to invest time, effort, money. And you really have to showcase through merit, through experience, that you deserve what is coming to you. So the ones who get there, they deserve it. But now, after you get there, life is unpredictable. You can be there 3 years, 6 years. If you're not competitive enough, or let's say policy changes, or there's increased competition, or let's say life is not fair. All of a sudden they decide, okay, enough of Indians, get lost. You need to be prepared for anything. But the benefit over here is, once Indians get a taste of international flavor, or they get an experience of, okay, I was earning, say, for example, $1,000. Today I'm earning $10,000. It gives you confidence, sometimes overconfidence, sometimes even arrogance, where you believe, even though in India they pay me 1,000, I got 10,000 here. I want, say, 12,000, 15,000. Some of them are even ridiculous. They say, I want 20,000. I want to be the CEO and all that bullshit. They get put back to earth. So I've seen Indians who get overconfident, sadly, just because they got a job abroad. And I remind them, say, listen, yes, merit is there, hard work is there. You're not taking into consideration luck. Because when bad things happen, you say, it was my bad luck, or the policy change. So here you got lucky because the policy favored you. So I just feel it's a gamble. It's an unpredictable gamble. It's a game of chance. If you won, congratulations. Do the best of what you can. But do not take life for granted. Do not believe it's forever. The ones who have got an H-1B visa, I would say that your journey has just begun. You have achieved one milestone, getting a job in USA and starting. Now begins the second part of the journey, where you really have to figure out, if I don't get a visa renewal, if I do not get the green card on time, what's my plan B? Because if you're just going to rest on your laurels and think, man, they are going to renew my visa for sure, they are going to give me a green card for sure. What if they don't? And what if you're sent back? And I know this because I deal with many clients who go through this. So overall, I think right now the tide is turning favorably towards Indians. Congratulations for those of you whose hopes are high. However, just as waves go up and waves come down, just as you have ups and downs of season, good and bad, yin and yang, summer and winter, if right now the trend is going up, the trend has to come down. So when the trend comes down, then you'll be in trouble, because India's population is not stopping. The number of people who are applying for visas is not stopping. The number of people who are coming into the workforce who are competitive is not ending. And don't think it is only Indians you have to be worried about. There are many other different nationalities, many other different categories of people who would want the same dream that you want. So it's a fight to the finish. So this is what I feel is currently happening. And the new wave of Indians who have very strong communication skills, they are exposed to so many new technologies, training programs, and especially whose parents are supporting them, they will be your biggest competitors. So just be careful of that. Anyway, this is my theory of prediction. And one final thing. It's become a commonplace to see so many Indians land in Canada, Australia, India, to a point now where people are started to get slowly fed up because they're bringing their culture, their dance, their tradition, their religion. So that will create unwanted pressure, attention for our Indians. And very soon, Indians will not be as popular as they were. Before, they were trying to be humble and they would, get absorbed into the culture. Now they are demanding. And once you start demanding, that's where problem starts. And then you will get crimes, waves of crimes against Indians. Look what happened to the UK. And then they will start throwing you out. Anyway, time will tell. This is my prediction. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. It's me signing off. Take care.